you watch on TV?
Well, something like scary.
Scary? And what was it about?
It was about like a like a movie that Disneyland that hide us. So Disneyland don't want us to watch this movie because it's too scary for the children to watch it.
And aren't you scared?
No, I didn't see the full movie yet. On there, they only say about the movie, but not like the full of them. I can only see picture of them.
Oh, okay, so you can only see the trailer of it.
Yeah.
And tell me, do you think it's going to be scary?
No, I'm not like a 4-year anymore, so no.
So you're kind of big girl now, so nothing really scares you.
Yes.
And tell me, what did you eat for breakfast this morning?
Well, it's noodles.
And who made the noodles?
Me.
You? And what did you make with the noodles?
Well, with curry.
Ooh, and how does it taste? Does it taste yummy?
Yes, in a weird way.
In a weird way. And tell me, did your mom and dad eat from it?
No.
Not. What did they have for breakfast?
Rice with fish, like fried fish and soup and vegetables.
Oh, okay. And tell me, are any of your brothers and sisters currently living with you?
No, they're living in different places.
Oh, okay. And are they a lot older than you?
Well, two of them are younger than me, while the rest of them are older.
Oh, okay. So, do you often see them?
Only if it's like a special holiday, like the end of the year.
Okay. And then do you have a lot of fun with them?
Yes.
Oh, that's great. So tell me, Jenny, when is school starting?
I don't know.
Is it still school? Is it still school holidays?
Yes.
And are you still enjoying being at home?
No.
Do you want to go back to school?
No. I don't know why.
Oh, I don't know. Do you miss your friends?
Why do I have to miss my friend? No.
No, not really. But do you wish you can play with them?
I wish to, but no.
Okay. And tell me, have you painted anything or made something creative this week?
No.
And okay, thank you for sharing. Now, today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about all students should have work experience. So many students don't know much about the job they choose. They don't know what jobs they want to do either. Having work experience can solve these problems. Do you think having a job can solve these problems?
Yes. And I think that when I'm 11, I preparing all of this for my future. So when I'm 11, I'm gonna get a job. Like my mom work in a company, so why not have a companion?
That's a good idea. Okay, so now I want you to imagine that you are going to have work experience. Okay, think where you want to work and plan your schedule using the table below. Okay, So tell me, where do you want to work?
I don't know.
You mentioned that you would like to be a companion at your mom's company.
Yes.
A companion at my company. That's not a bad idea. Sorry about that. And what time would you be starting work?
6:30. Wait, no. It's like at the evening. That sounds great, isn't it?
You have to start in the morning.
Oh. So 6:30.
6:30, okay? And when will be your lunchtime?
I don't really know.
If you could choose to any time, maybe from 12 to 1,
Okay.
I think that sounds decent. And what time would you want to finish work?
Well, like I'm working like as an adult or a teenager.
As an adult.
Oh. So like maybe like at the middle of the night. That sounds fun.
Like 6 p.m.?
Like
Or like,
yeah, sure.
Okay, let's make it 6 p.m.
I'm not scared of
Perfect.
anything.
Oh, I like that. And tell me, what will you be doing in the morning? So what would be your routine?
If in the morning there's nobody, then I'm gonna do the cleaning job. That sounds great though.
Yes, in the morning, I will be cleaning
Every part
before
of the room.
everyone, okay, cleaning every part of the room before everyone arrives. Right, that's a great idea. And in lunchtime, what will you be having for lunch?
Having for lunch, it would be something like healthy, like a salad and well, is there anybody that eats salad with Coke?
Yeah, why not? Like a salad with Coke, with a Coke.
Weird
And
combination.
I like that, but that is a very unique combination. And tell me, what will you be doing? Where will you be having your lunch? Will you have it outside or indoors?
Well, indoors sometimes there like a lot of people inside, and I don't want to be like eating with all of those strangers that I don't know, and sometimes they look at me and I just feel weird because sometimes I will be thinking that they will judge me in the inside. So maybe outside somewhere is quiet and then nobody.
Yeah, I would like to have my lunch outside. Excellent. And then what will you be doing in the afternoon?
Well, if they in the afternoon and some people or worker leave, then I will tidy off the things up to keep it clean, and I will do my every everyday job. Yeah,
We'll tell this up. I like that. And complete my everyday task. That's really good. Thank you, Jenny. It does sounds like you are ready for your job.
yes,
That's waiting on you.
because
I like that.
well, it's not for the future; it's for the money.
It's for yes. Absolutely. So, do you want to have work experience instead of going to school? What do you think?
Yes, going work experience is like going to school is so bored. It's like there's nothing to do, and also going to work. It's like I saw the adult. They have their own money and they can do their own thing. Especially they have their own house and their own pet. I would love to do that. And
I know. Yeah.
and
And
also if they work hard, they will get double for the money. So that's so awesome. And also they will have time. They will go with their friend. They will meet their friend, and they can buy their own food. And if they have a lot of money, then they will go on a field trip by themselves with their
absolutely.
friend.
Yes. And they don't need to go with anyone else.
Yes, no adult or anything. That's the best.
I know. And tell me, how long should work experience be? What should the time frame be?
Time. Well, maybe like if I have school and work all together, that would be like going to school in the morning and leave the school in the evening, and then I will go to my job, and then when it's well, you can say like 3 a.m. maybe, and I will check all of the thing. If everything is all in the place, then I will leave, and then I have the money.
Ah, well, it sounds like you got your plan already sorted. And tell me, will you choose a job you like, or do you prefer an easy job?
An easy job, step by step. Always go to the correct one.
Ah, that's a good one. Okay, so now Jenny, what we're gonna do is let's read about all students should have work experience. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly this one tiny little bit smaller. Okay, so can you read for us the article on all students should have work experience?
As in many countries, middle school students have work experience for once or 2 weeks. They work at a company or at businesses. This experience can be very helpful. Throughout Korean middle school, students have to work experience too. Some people say that students should have to work experience. First, they can find out what it's like to work in the real job. If workers don't do their job well, they will get in a lot of trouble. They may be fired. Students need to learn about this. Second, students can join a job that they want to have. After they experience the job, they can decide whether they really want to have that job. If they don't like the job, they can think about getting a different job. Other people say that work experience is not useful for middle school students. First, work experience is too short. They cannot learn much in 1 or 2 weeks. Therefore, it's better for them to stay in school and study. Second, company don't let students to do important work. This is because the student may make error. As a result, students on work experience usually waste their time doing simple jobs. They may get coffee or photocopy. Not gonna lie, have money. What if it's easy and they will pay it for the money? Then wow, yes, I'm gonna get the job.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so Jenny, now what we're gonna do is before we can do our discussion, okay, let's quickly watch something. I want to show you something. Okay. Wait it here. Let me just give it.
This year, you will have the opportunity to spend a week with an employer on a 5-day work experience placement. We hope this will be an exciting opportunity which will give you the chance to experience the world of work. It might sound scary to spend a week in a workplace working alongside adults, but don't worry, your school will make sure you're fully prepared for your placement. Your work experience will help you prepare for your future working life and the next steps you'll take back to school. You will have plenty of opportunity to use the skill you gain on your placement, and the best way to get the most out of the opportunity is to prepare well. So, what exactly is work experience? It's an unpaid opportunity for students to experience working life while still at school. It will give you a chance to work alongside adults as part of a team, develop and practice a new range of skills, gain confidence in your abilities such as teamwork and problem solving, and be better informed to make decisions about your future. Many students will find their own placements, and your own family or family friends can be very useful in coming up with suggestions or providing contact. Some students may have a particular career in mind and so will contact relevant employers. For example, if you are interested in law, you could contact a local solicitor's office about placement. Over the past few years, many employers developed and continue to offer individual work experience placements. These are structured experiences which introduce new workplace skills, boost employability, and allow young people to explore new industries and roles. Access to appropriate IT is crucial for these, and your school will consider whether students complete the program at home, in school, or do a mixed model with time in both locations. When approaching employers regarding work experience placement, remember you're making your first impression. Whether in person, over the phone, or by email, remember to introduce yourself. Let the employer know what school you attend, what dates you'll be going out on work experience, your contact details, and why you're interested in the business or sector. You should also make sure they're aware that BTSIP will be in touch during the placement and any health and safety details. BTSIP have put together an own placement form which we have linked in the video description below to help you approach employers and keep track of their details. When an employer agrees to support your work experience placement, you should submit the details as soon as possible to Profile. It's important that you don't submit details before speaking with the employer and coming to an agreement, as this may lead to delays in the process or your placement being rejected. When you submit the details online, you'll need the business name, address, a named contact there, and the direct email and phone number of the person. Please double check this section, making sure you've entered the business details and not your own. We will also ask you for your job title, job description, and your working days and hours during the placement. When we receive this information, we will reach out to the business contact to confirm health and safety information, insurance details, and that they are prepared to host the student. Next, we will confirm parent or guardian consent via email. BTSIP have arranged work experience placements with a limited number of employers. You can apply to these on Profile, choosing your top 6 options.
Hey, so Jenny, this website is when you are a kid and you're in school and you want to find a job. You will apply online and then your parents has to sign a consent form to say it's okay for you to work.
Wait.
Okay.
So, do I really have to introduce myself why I want this job?
Yes. So they're going to ask you, so Jenny, why do you really want this job? Then you have to tell them. So what would you say to them if they ask you, why do you want this job?
Well, because I want the money and I want to have the money and then I can live on my own and then I can help the family, my family or the poor people who are in need. Is that okay?
Okay, so the best way to answer them is to say, the reason why I want this job is to grow myself and teach myself some new skills. And not just that, by doing that, I would also be able to make money and save money for my future.
Oh, so like if they ask us, do we rent a car? What do we say?
If they ask you?
Like if they ask me if I had a car and I don't have a car, then what do I say?
You say to them, no, I don't have a car. That's why I would like to work here because I would like to buy my own car.
Oh. So
Okay, how does that?
is getting a job easy or is it hard?
It's actually not that hard. It's just what you say to them that will determine if you will get the job. So you need to tell them why. Okay, although I know the money is a good thing, you have to tell them all the reasons why. So what is the advantages of working? So firstly, okay, it is educating you, it's helping you to understand how to work in a corporate environment in the world out there. It also teaches you a lot of things and it educates you on many things that you can't be educated in school. And then the bonus is you get rewarded. So you get paid for the job you love to do. So that's why I believe I need to have this job and I would be the best suitable candidate.
Wait, so if I get a job online, then what does that mean? Like if they get a job online, like did they get us the address so we can go, or we just do our job online?
Right, it depends. If it's an online job, so if you apply online, that's a different story. That means you type all your details online, but they're going to call you for the interview. Okay? But if you apply for a job that is an online job, that means you're going to work remotely, which means like you are now talking to me. This is how you're going to work. So you will be contacting people via Zoom and you will be doing your work on a computer and then email it through to them.
Okay, I don't really know if I want to be an online teacher or not, but this is kind of easy. Like, I could be an art teacher.
Yeah. And you can show, the nice thing about an art teacher is you can still show your beautiful pieces and show them how to create it. And you can be at your home. You don't have to travel. You can save on traveling costs, and you can use your Wi-Fi at home, your internet, and you can still be in touch with so many people.
But also, did they give us the good money, like a lot of money, or just me?
Sometimes they give you better money. Okay, so something to do some research about. Okay, so I want you to do some research about online jobs and working from an office. Okay, so now let's quickly go back on what we have read. How long does most work experience last, Jenny?
Like maybe like at the evening, maybe.
It doesn't last really long. And what happens if workers don't do their jobs well?
They get fired.
They get fired. Yeah, they lose their jobs. And why is it better for students? Oh, what can students do if they don't like a particular job? What can they do?
Well, they can get another job, or they just have to deal with it because they want the money.
Yeah, so they can either deal with it or they can find themselves another job that they prefer better. And why is it better for students to stay in school and study, according to what we've read?
Because then school and study is much more important than a real life version. And in school, we can just learn more than just have to pay the job. And if we have to do the job in the school at the same time, it could really have a hard time for us to do. And maybe we could get nauseous, dizzy, or we can just end up lazy.
Very valid point there. And why do students in work experience usually waste their time?
Well, because sometimes their job can be too easy, and some of the students can do off their job, do off their work, and they would done very early. But by leaving the company to do our things at home, they can just stay at the company and play with stupid things. Yeah.
Wow, Jenny, you're very smart. Okay, now let's have a look at some vocabulary words. So we've got businesses, document, bias, let, and photocopy. So do you understand the meanings of each of these words?
So what is a photocopy?
Photocopy is when you take a page, okay, and you make a copy of it. So it's called a photocopy. You put it in the machine and you duplicate the page.
Well, that's very easy.
That is. Any other words that you would like me to describe?
No.
Okay, so can you use these words and complete the sentences for us, starting with number 1?
Is when you photocopy something, you make a paper copy of it. Number 2, her father does not let her date a young boy. Count. The actor read the document carefully before he signed it. Store and factories are example of businesses. If your company fire you, you lose your job. Sad.
Oh, well done. That was really good, Jenny. Now, let's have a look at some opinions here. We've got the supporting and the refuting opinions. Once again, I want you to slowly read through the supporting ones, number 1 to 4, and then you're going to match it with A, B, C, and D.
As number 1, middle school students should not work with adults. 2, students shouldn't waste their time having work experience. 3, it's important for students to have work experience. 4, work experience can help students to get a job. A, because they can see what it's like to work in a company. B, because they will not learn any important skills. C, because company may ask the student to work for them when they are older. Okay, why not? D, because they are still children. 1, middle school students should not work with adults. C, because company may ask the student to work when they are older.
Excellent. Number 2.
2, students shouldn't waste their time having work experience. Is B, because they will not learn any important skills. Well, at least I can cook.
Yeah. So 2 is?
B. Yeah.
B. Perfect. Yeah. Number 3?
Is it is important for students to have a work experience. Is A, because they can see what it's like to work in a company.
Number 4?
Is work experience can help students to get a job. Is D, because they are still children.
Yeah, well done. That was really good. Okay, now let's move over to the refuting side. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly scroll down here. So once again, you're going to read it and match it for us.
A student don't learn anything important during school work experience. Students usually have to do a job that they're not interested in. Really, work experience is really enjoyable. For the work experience, students can learn more about their favorite job. I disagree. During work experience, students cannot do important things, so they cannot learn much about their favorite job. B, I disagree. Students can learn what it's like to work in the real world. C, I don't think so. Children often get tired because they need to work many hours. D, I don't think so. Company usually allow students to do job. One, students don't learn anything important during experience. Is the other degree student learn what it's like to work in the real world? Is one is B.
One is B. Okay.
Two, students really have to do a job they are not interested in. Is at D. I don't think so. Company usually allow students to choose job.
To make it more interesting.
Three, work experience very really enjoyable. Is C. I don't think so. Students often get tired because they need to work many hours. Four, during work experience, students can learn more about their favorite job. Is A. I disagree. During work experience, students cannot learn important things, so they cannot learn much about their favorite job.
Okay. Thank you, Jenny. That was really good. Now, let's go over to our supporting opinion and opposing opinion. So, can you read for us why Korean middle school students should have work experience?
As Korean middle school students should have work experience. First, students can learn more about working in a company. They can learn about their particular job. They can also learn important skills such as know how to organize their work. Second, work experience can help students get a job when they are older. This because a company always needs workers. If they like a student to work, the businesses can offer a job to that student.
Excellent. Now, can you read for us the opposing opinion?
Korean middle school students should have work experience.
So, why don't they need work experience?
Where student what?
Oh, sorry. Let's read the opposing opinion.
Oh, Korean middle school students do not need to work experience. First, middle school students are young teenagers. They are too young to work with adults. At a real company, students are still learning to and make many errors. Students will be worried about making mistakes during their work experience. Second, students don't learn any new or important skills. Company will not spend a lot of time and money training training students. This because the student will go back to school in 1 or 2 weeks. So that's great.
Fantastic. Yeah. Okay, now let's have a look. Let's quickly break it down. Okay. So, why can you give us a supporting ideas? Okay, for why should Korean middle school students have work experience?
As students can learn more about working in company.
So they can learn more about working in a company. Why else?
They can learn about particular jobs.
Particular jobs.
They can also learn important skills such as how to organize their work.
Yeah.
Experience can help students to get jobs when they are older. This is because a company always needs workers if they like a student to work.
So if they like students' work, what happens?
Like the business can offer a job to that student.
Ooh, you see how it changes the game now. So when the company is happy with that student, they will offer them a job. Okay, now moving over to the opposing one. So why should Korean middle school students not need to have work experience?
As middle school students are young teenagers, they are too young to work with adults.
So they're still young teenagers. They are too young to work with adults in a real company. And why else?
Students are still learning and make many errors.
So they're still learning, make many errors.
is students will be worried about many mistakes.
Yeah, so they will make many mistakes. And what else?
During their work experience, second students learn many important skills.
They don't need any new and important skills. Okay.
This company will not spend a lot of time and money training students.
Okay. And why is that?
This is because the student will go back to school in 1 or 2 weeks.
Yeah, so only there for a short while. Okay, that was really good. Well done, Jenny. So now we've got a better understanding about why they should and shouldn't. Now, what can students do if they don't like their work experience? What do you think? What, in your opinion, what can they do?
Well, they can get another job, but if the work experience that they hate that pay a lot of money, then they can stay with it, and then they will have a lot of money and they will have their own life.
And do you think you can learn more by having work experience?
Yes,
And why do you say that?
because by that we can learn about the real life world and why is it hard for the adult to have the money, and we can know how to save our own money, and we know how we can work harder to get to earn a lot of money that we have.
Excellent. I like that. And should students work the same hours as adults during their work experience?
No, because some of the school that students have may have a lot of hours put into it, and sometimes students don't even have time to work on their own job. So sometimes students work on a job that's very short, so they can go to school and learn in a different way.
Very good. And do you worry about making mistakes during work experience?
Yes, that's why I don't want to get fired on my job, because I needed the money.
Yeah, but remember, when you do make mistakes, there are some room for errors, okay? Because remember, we all are human. So we all make mistakes. Even adults make mistakes. So you won't get easily fired unless you have done something many times over and over and over again wrongly, then yes, they will fire you. But I think, Jenny, you are very smart. I don't think you will easily make so many mistakes, but you are allowed to make some mistakes. And at what age should students have work experience? Like, what age do you think?
Maybe like 18, the most perfect age. Or if you want to get ready for your own future and want to make a lot of money, maybe like 11 or 12 or 13. I will start my job at 11. Yes, I don't know why. I don't know why.
Really? I like that. And tell me, why is 11 for you the best age?
Because you work earlier, you work harder, the money that earns is belong to you. And also, when you're at 18, sometimes I can be worried that my dad will kick me out of the house, so I have nothing to do but have to find a job. Well, sometimes maybe like in the future, job can get very hard to earn. And I have a question, like how do we actually get a job? Like we saw a company and they says they have a paper that said like somebody they need to get hired, we will go in there. But other what if we see other people that didn't have the paper to says that we needed someone? What do? We just go in there and we say, can I get a job? Is that it? Or what?
No. So you have to ask them, do you have any open vacancies?
So who do we speak with? Like the people.
You speak to the human resources manager. Do you know that big word?
No.
Okay, let me type it for you. So if you want to ask someone, because this is the person who gives the job. So the human resources manager.
So where do we normally find those persons?
Okay, so you obviously go on the website. You go on the website, okay?
Wait.
Website.
Which one?
You,
Which one?
you will say vacancies. You will say vacancies. I'm going to type the word for you, vacancies.
I don't have a pen.
In my area. Okay? You search on Google, vacancies in my area. Okay? There we go. And then it will pop up. Okay? And then, but you have to look for what type of job do you want. So it will give you different descriptions of different jobs.
Probably
Right.
like the easiest to get a job is like normally like McDonald's or something. But really,
What about in a restaurant? So you will put in restaurant vacancy. Okay? There we go. You will put that in and then it will pop up. But you have to type, do you know what is a resume?
no.
A resume is a document that states who you are, your name, your surname, your contact details, telling people about you because you have to describe yourself.
Wait, so we need an adult or we do it by ourselves?
You do it by yourself. You can do it by yourself. And once you have a resume, okay, and they phone you, they're like, Jenny, hi, guess what? We've got great news. Would you like to come for the interview at this restaurant? Oh, sure. What time can I come? Oh, can you come tomorrow? And then you will make a date when it's suitable for you. And then they will ask you in the interview, okay, so Jenny, because of your age, we will need consent from your parents. So then they give you a document that your parents need to sign.
Oh.
And that is as easy as that.
That's easy.
But Jenny, I want you to do your own research on this, okay? So you would know what to do. So did you save those words that I typed for you?
What?
Did you save those words I typed for you in the chat box?
Yes.
Yeah. So keep those words because those are the words that's going to help you to do your research. Okay. Did you save them?
Well, I only copy it.
That's perfect. Okay. So now, Jenny, for homework, you are going to choose to do a debate. Number 1, number 2, and number 3.
Well, it's like number 1.
Number 1. Okay, so you're going to do the opposing and the refuting opinion. Okay. So, Jenny, did you have fun today?
Yes.
Did you learn a lot?
Yes.
Me too. Okay, so Jenny, I'll see you next time. Okay. And now I want for homework, do your research and then you're going to tell me how can you apply for a job. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Jenny, have a great day. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.